Hey guys, so last night I went to the movie theaters and saw a double feature of The Night Before and The Hunger Games. Obviously, I'll do a video per movie. I would have did a review last night, but I had to work at 9 a.m. and I didn't get home till like 1 a.m. And I was dead tired, and I was like, I gotta get to freaking work. I still was up pretty late last night. I probably could have done a review, but whatever. Um, the review for these movies. I usually like to do these reviews right after I've seen the movie, so it's still fresh in my mind and I don't forget stuff. So if I do forget something I want to mention, I will try to put it like the description or whatever. I always hate because I hate doing these reviews because I always forget something. Always have time to forget to mention something in my reviews. Anyways, let's go on and start talking about these movies I saw last night. First being The Night Before. This movie I was looking forward to a lot. It's pretty much a movie that was right up my alley. I love Seth Rogen. I think he's one of the funniest people out there. I know, even though he's a racist. If you don't know why he's a racist or why people are calling him a racist, look it up. It's fucking retarded. I'm not even gonna mention it. Uh, but I was kidding too, by the way. Um, he, I love his comedies. I've been a fan of his films, and this was a movie being directed by the guy that made 50/50, which he did with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I really love that movie. It was a really good comedy, but also a really damn good drama. Some of the best acting of that year. I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt was really amazing in that. Even Seth Rogen had a really damn good performance there, and it showed off his acting chops. And yeah, so I'm like, all right, this looks like a pretty damn funny. Like, and the trailers for this movie looked really goddamn funny. I liked that it looked like a Christmas movie with just a lot of drugs involved. So I mean, closest I think we've gotten to that recently was like I think the Harold and Kumar movie that came out, Christmas movie that came out, which I did like too. Um, so yeah, uh, this movie was pretty damn good. I'll admit it. It was pretty. I really enjoyed this film. Out of the two movies I saw last night, I actually enjoyed this the most. And that's saying. I mean, that's saying something, but it's like it's not a diss really towards the other movie I saw, but it was just more my cup of tea. I think that being the reason why I liked it more than what else I saw. Um, this movie is uh, one of the things that carries this movie is the chemistry between the three leads: Anthony Mackie, Seth Rogen, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. They have great chemistry. They're believable as three best friends that you know they're there for each other no matter what and everything else. This is a movie that, on paper, looks like a movie about. Like, it is a movie about these three growing up. You know, uh, despite from the beginning, it looks like it's just a story about Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Growing up, it's really all three of them all have some issues going on. As a Joseph Gordon-Levitt never has grown up. He when he was 14 years or 2001. The story is like in 2001, his parents were killed by a car crash on Christmas Eve, and every year for 14 years, him, Seth Rogen, and Anthony Mackie get together for Christmas and have fun and do a lot of debauchery, shit like that. Do a lot of drugs, go out drinking, and and every year that passes, Anthony Mackie and Seth Rogen become more and more adults. Seth Rogen's in a relationship and gets married, and Anthony Mackie is going into the NFL as a football player. Like I said, yeah. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the only one that just hasn't really grown up and done anything with his life. He had a failed relationship with his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend that he just broke up with on 3 months ago. But then also at the same time you find out Seth Rogen is freaking out about having a kid, and having or doing drugs doesn't help his freaking out, as you find out. And Anthony Mackie is like I said, he's an NFL player that's successful, but he's 34. That a 34-year-old NFL player that's just finally finding success because he's doing steroids. So you got those storylines going on. I thought out of the three, the best performance was surprisingly, no surprise really, Seth Rogen. I thought this was one of Seth Rogen's best comedies in a long, or best comedic performances in a long goddamn time. I thought he was hysterical in this. Him all fucked up on shrooms and cocaine, and I don't know what else he was on. I think maybe Molly. Was pretty goddamn funny. Like, he was just tripping balls, man. That's no other way to describe it. He was freaking the fuck out. He was, like, the trailers, light on that's going on, but there's a lot more than the trailers show. And it's great. They also have a lot of fucking cameos in this movie. A lot of great ones. I didn't know Michael Shannon was in this movie. I might be surprising a lot of people, but yeah, Michael Shannon's in this movie. As it's kind of getting the spoilers, but fuck it. As a guardian angel, their guardian angel throughout this, that keeps popping up throughout this film, who is a drug dealer, whose name was Mr. Green, who keeps giving them pot. This is that kind of movie. Michael Shannon is awesome in this. He made me fucking laugh. It was awesome to see like Michael Shannon like in something like this. Like, he doesn't do stuff like this since he's like such a big actor, and to see him do something different was a lot of fun. And he was, like I said, he was great in this. You have, who else? Oh, yeah, like even fucking Tracy Morgan is the narrator of this film. I noticed it was Tracy. I know that might be like another spoiler, but Tracy Morgan, like, the movie began and like the voiceover started. I'm like, that's fucking Tracy Morgan. I was like, cool. And then at the end of the movie, he pops up as Black Santa, which is fucking fantastic. And I'm pretty certain that, like, I was reading this movie was shot like in August 2014, so this had to be shot not too long ago, because like he didn't really start popping up back in making movies or making TV appearances until like earlier, a couple months ago. So this had to be like a shoot that they did not too recently. And it worked. I liked it. I thought that was pretty awesome that they got Tracy Morgan to do it. And I'm glad to see him back. You also have, I'm not going to spoil this one. There's a funny little bit that keeps going on throughout the whole movie where Seth Rogen and Mindy Kaling accidentally take each other's phones. And Seth Rogen, like I said, has Mindy Kaling's phone. And she keeps getting dick pics from somebody named James, and to the point that like by the way, at this point, like, Seth Rogen's fucked up on like all kinds of drugs, and he's contemplating whether he wants to suck this guy's dick. Yeah, that's and it's just fun. It's funnier than it sounds, and it's a really funny like sequence that like keeps getting these dick pics. And then at the end of the movie, you find out who James is, and it's one of those like it was a surprising cameo, but at the same time, I should have seen that coming. It's a guy that pretty much if you really think about it, you'll know who it is. I'm not giving it away. It's a pretty damn funny scene when he's revealed, and it has great scenes of Seth Rogen and Mindy Kaling too's in there. And even got fucking Miley Cyrus who pops up in this movie, and she's actually pretty good in it for what she's in. Is playing Miley Cyrus. She had one of the funniest lines. She said, Joseph Gordon-Levitt kept calling her, talking to her, was talking to her, and she's like, "Don't call me Miley Cyrus." He's like, "What do you want me to call you?" He's like, "Hannah." She's like, "I'm fucking with you." It's like, all right, that was kind of funny. I kind of chuckled at that line. Yeah, like, and he also, like, you got everybody is good. Like, Lizzie Kaplan's in this too, and she's a damn beautiful woman. I forgot how gorgeous that woman is. And this Joseph Gordon-Levitt's love interest. She has some pretty good scenes. Mindy Kaling's in this, like I said. She's pretty awesome. I love Mindy Kaling. I don't know what else to say without talking about it. Like I said, the best comedic scenes I thought were were when Seth Rogen was all fucked up on drugs. That was pretty funny. I like this is when you see a good comedy, it's kind of hard to talk about because you're like, you don't want to spoil all the good comedic bits in it. I just say go fucking see it. Like, it has a lot of great comedic performances. It has a lot of fun cameos. It is a fun Christmas movie with a lot of fucking drugs involved. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it other than just go see it. It is a pretty fun little comedy that if you like Seth Rogen, you'll get into this. If you don't like Seth Rogen, I mean, you probably won't like this. I mean, I don't know why the fuck you would see it if you don't like Seth Rogen. He has that kind of comedy. I agree. Like, a lot of his movies are all the same. A lot of his comedies are, but I still like him. I like his comedies. I actually like this better than like stuff like This Is the End in The Interview. I thought this was better than both those. I know a lot of people love This Is the End, but I thought this was better. As far as trailers go, holy crap! Give me a second here. Just give me 1 second. Just talk amongst yourselves. I got Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Yeah, this is something that's coming. I forgot. It's Pride and Prejudice. The story of Pride and Prejudice, but if you add zombies to it. Because, like I said, I forgot this was fucking happening. I mean, I remember Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, the guy who wrote this book, wrote that book too. That movie did not do that well, so I'm surprised they're doing this. And it is exactly the same fucking story, almost. Like, it's like, oh, the tough female badass, but she's also in a Jane Austen novel. I'm like, and this is gonna be PG-13, and I'm like, oh, this is a PG-13 zombie movie. Fuck it. Fuck, damn it. That's like my exact response. So it's like, at the beginning it says PG-13, I'm like, ah, damn it. And, I mean, it looks as retarded as it sounds, honestly. I don't know. How to Be Single. It's Rebel Wilson or Melissa McCarthy wannabe. And who's it? Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson is just became single, and it's like the title says, Rebel Wilson is teaching her how to be single, and hijinks ensue. Yay! It didn't look like my cup of tea at all. It comes out on Valentine's Day. Whoopee. The Boss, a new Melissa McCarthy movie. Yay. Uh, I even though I give her a lot of props with Spy, I love her in Spy. This just looks like her doing exactly what she's been doing for the past 2 years now. You know, and it's being directed by her husband. He did that movie Tammy, which I didn't see, but I didn't hear very good things about. I like her husband. I think he is talented. I don't know. It's about where she's a Wall Street investor, a thing like that, who gets arrested for insider trading, put in jail, and hold on, so oh shit, and she gets out and she's trying to get back in the world, and she decides to make a Girl Scout uh, uh, cookie company on her own or whatever, and she's trying to train Girl Scouts to be like hard business women or whatever. I don't fucking know. It didn't really get any laughs out of me at all. I think there was, I forget if there was, I think there was one, but I can't even fucking remember now. And then the last trailer I got was Race. This year's 42, but with Nazis. That doesn't really sound really wrong, but it's this actually does look pretty good. And it's about the story. It's the first ever movie made about that guy. I forget what his name is. I can Google him, but I don't want to right now. Who that African American runner that ran in the Olympics at the 1939 or 36 Olympic Games in Germany. I think it was 36. I can't, if I'm wrong, sorry. 38, 36, something like that. Where he ran, like I said, and won gold medals during Germany's Nazi regime, which it looks pretty interesting. I remember that guy always being in the history books. I remember hearing his name. I'm like, oh, that could be a pretty decent little film. Like I said, it looks like 42. Literally, it looks like 42. But like I said, with Nazis, I don't know why. That was the first thing that popped up when I saw it. It's got like, who the hell? Jason Sudeikis is like in the Harrison Ford role, which is weird. I was like, wow, Jason Sudeikis in a serious role. That'll be interesting. All right. Yeah. I'll be back in a couple minutes with my other review for my other film I saw, so I'll be back here shortly.